Some things like, is it necessary that I do this? If it's not necessary that I do this, then I'm not going to do this.
Do I have to be there?
If I don't have to be there, then I won't be there.
Okay.
And then just like take that time for yourself to just relax and just chill and not do anything. And drive to Ginger, and sit by the water. Yeah, so during that time, I learned like, yeah, it's actually important to create that balance and force that balance, and then force people to accept that balance. Because people are always going to be demanding,
That's the thing.
very demanding of your time, like it's theirs.
Yeah. They'll plan it for you. No. But you'll be here by then. You can make it.
You're like, no, I can't.
Okay. So Soul
Yeah.
Deep, you started your own band, Soul Deep.
Yeah.
Were you still with
So
Quella when you
in
started?
that time, yes.
Also in there. Okay.
So also in there, I started Soul Deep. Soul Deep came out of this need to play a sound that I couldn't necessarily do in Quella.
Okay.
Because Quella as a brand, you know, it's about that Afrofusion. It's an awesome sound, very established, and they took time to create that sound,
Yeah.
which was really, really great and very powerful and very signature. But then I was like, I have this kind of itchy soul thing that I want to do sometimes, and sometimes it wasn't relevant or necessary or required within that Quella set. Like it just wasn't, some of the stuff that I wanted to do just wasn't Quella. So I was like, okay, that's, what can I do to then like scratch this itch? And that kind of was what Soul Deep was.
Like the sound of that.
Yeah, you know when you're itching and it's fun, you're like,
Especially when in the back, it's like, oh.
like I need to scratch it and get a pen and start. No.
Okay, sorry.
So, so that's kind of what Soul Deep came out of. I found a real connection with Roy, who's an awesome drummer, also one of my best friends. Martin Mutebingwa, who plays the bass, crazy bassist, so awesome. At the time, Ian, who was the guitarist in Quella, and he was like really into like jazz and bebop and stuff. And you know, like in between rehearsals, we'd always used to like jam with each other. And I'm like, hey, that's cute, man. But then we'd never get to do it. Yeah, so we had this kind of love for jazzy, neo soul kind of stuff, and then we just started jamming, and that's kind of where Soul Deep came from.
Okay.
Then we did like Soul Deep Tuesdays at Jazzville for like 2 years in that mix, which is fun.
You feel like that time brought you closer to like what you feel now? You know who you are?
Yeah, it was definitely a step in that direction because I was able to sing songs, write songs, create sounds, have jam sessions that were like about just figuring out what feels good. And that's kind of like what guided us. We're like, let's just do what feels good. And if it feels good, that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Yeah, there were some times when we'd have like performances and we're like, we're not going to rehearse. We're going to improvise.
What?
An entire
Quella
gig.
did a good job.
Yeah, and I could because I'm like, yeah, I can pick that up. I know what's going on. Yeah. But then also, we were just like really connected as people, like to each other too. So it made it really easy and really fun. So loads of improvisation, very soulful stuff. And that's, yeah, so that was like how Soul Deep became a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Soul Deep was a thing for a couple of years?
Soul Deep was a thing for maybe two and a half years.
Okay.
Almost. Yeah, almost 3 years. Before I left.
Okay.
And then after I left the guys continued, because I thought we came up with an interesting point of view on music and a nice vision of what we wanted to do. So I was really encouraged that actually even after I left, they continued to create and elevate that idea and turn it into something very awesome. So they got this, it's called Control AD, which I love. I love that name, Control AD. Anyway, it's very cool. So the three of them, Roy, Martin, and Timo, now have this unit called Control AD, where they're playing and creating such awesome music, and taking loads of really cool Ugandan artists on that journey as well. And I really, really love like the stuff that they're doing. And I feel like now that I've just come back, I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all are doing dope stuff. I feel like I've been left behind, but then also I'm like, I really want to catch up. I like just to be in the party, because they're doing really, really cool stuff. And they're the ones who are going to be playing with me again on Saturday as well, which is nice. Yeah, it feels like home.
I can imagine the move. I mean, it was a great opportunity. A nice challenge, something different. You were saying earlier, that you felt at that point that you were kind of, you wanted something different? You wanted something?
I wanted...
What was that?
I wanted a change. I felt like never wanted to feel like I've been doing anything for too long. But that's like a normal thing, right? Millennials, right?
You'll say it. I'm not going to be dragged into that.
Okay.
No.
So, I just thought at that point, it was 4 years that I had been at UBL. And I was just asking, what's next? And I was thinking, there's always, it's now more so, and especially in that time when I was also doing Kwela, this, not really tension, but this kind of dual life. Of, on one end, you could take this music thing real serious and commit to it.
There was a point where it really felt that you were heading in that direction.
That point may still come. It hasn't gone. And then on the other end, it's like, there's this whole corporate career thing. It could be like a really cool and very well established marketeer, and that's also something that you could take seriously. And for the longest time, I've just decided to do both. But then at that point, when I was feeling itchy on the corporate side, I was like, am I about to quit? Am I about to leave the brewery?
You were feeling? Wow. Okay.
It was really itching me.
It was really strong. Huh?
Yeah. I was feeling like, I think it may be. I think like this might be it.
I've done my time here.
Yeah. I was feeling really strongly about I have to shift something. And what that would have meant for me at that time was, let's do this music thing, like 100%. Like 150%. But then, as the universe would have it, this opportunity to move to London and be part of that global innovation team came up, and I was like, okay.
There it is.
Yeah. Different space, different people, different work, different everything. And it felt like, okay, let's do it. I didn't put too much thought in it. It happened very quickly as well. a lot of people think sometimes like when you like relocate, like it's a long drawn out thing. Like I got it and a month later I moved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think I was ready.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
you
was
weren't
really
in a
ready
relationship
for
at
that
that
shift.
point, or
I was just new, just
the new?
new,
Okay.
kind of new. Um,
Because that's what sometimes people will be like, I don't know
yeah,
about moving, and
yeah. I don't know. I think, okay, I don't know. I think that no, that wasn't going to be the thing that was going to stop me from moving or from doing anything.
okay.
Um, yeah, and I just felt like for me, what I needed at that point was like a fundamental shift in everything,
Okay.
and that's what gave it to me. So I didn't really put too much thought into it. I
Okay.
just kind of, yeah, I was like, okay, moving to London, let's do it.
Have you managed to keep the relationship going, or?
Yeah. Yep.
Ah. Okay.
Like it's now coming to 3 years.
Nice.
Most of it's been long distance.
Long distance is not for the
Yeah.
faint-hearted.
Yep. It's really not. But in this age of technology, I think it's okay.
In
And
some ways,
also,
yeah.
it's not like I've not been around for 2 years.
Yes, you've been
And
coming.
yeah, like I managed to, or I have been able to come home, like for the last 2 years consistently, 4 times every year.
Okay.
So that's helped.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's good. I think the bit that I was nervous about was on the music side. When you're not in people's faces, you could kind of like disappear into oblivion, and just people were like, there used to be this girl we knew. She used to play the saxophone. Oh, but what happened? You know, like that.
Yeah. I think that's a fear for everyone in any space.
Yeah.
They're like, God, they might forget me.
Yeah. I was scared about them forgetting me. Yeah, but I decided to do it. And I think it was great. It was great to take a break. It was great to restart, refocus, reframe, many things, and just like focus on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I moved as alone.
And being alone, having a lot of time to yourself, you're able to focus
Yeah.
inward, right?
Yeah. And really think, what do I want, and what do I need to do to get it? And so I feel like I figured that out, which is really nice. And I'm clear on things that I want to do, and I'm clear on how I want to do them. And now I'm just doing them. So I was like, I want to travel, and I'm going to use the time that I'm here to make sure I travel. So traveling is now my new thing.
So part of work also, you've been able to, you said in Africa.
Yeah. So work has been awesome because it has allowed me to travel to different countries in Africa, which is really nice. I feel like we could learn so much more from each other as Africans. We don't really talk to each other.
This is true.
Or mix, or integrate, or partner, or collaborate. And we should. I really think we should.
Yeah.
In everything, and not just music, but in so many things.
Yeah.
I think like there's so much room to learn, to co-create, to create bigger impact. But I just feel like we operate in such silos. sometimes. And I think we hold a lot of stereotypes in our minds that I think sometimes stop us from working with people who are different. You know what I mean? And I think traveling allows you to see we're not that different. We actually have a lot more in common. But if you don't like allow yourself to experience other people or other things or other cultures, then you'll never know. And you'll just
and you think your way is the only way.
Yeah, you'll just be here.
But for us, this is how we do
this
things.
This is our thing. Just like, but there's other ways, and there's so much more. Yeah, so traveling now is like a big thing for me.
Okay.
And experiencing new things, because I think it's an exciting thing. It teaches you also a lot about the things you know, and again, the things you don't know. So yeah, that's one of the things that I'm really enjoying doing. And then also being a kind of like alone also gave me space to create musically.
Where do you draw your inspiration though?
Everywhere. Yeah. I think I can be inspired. I think my inspiration comes from genuine interaction and new things excite me, and being around creative people. So yeah, traveling is nice. I love like road trips. Before I left, like road trips was a thing. Like just enter the car and drive somewhere far.
Really?
Yeah.
By yourself?
No, not by myself. No, not alone. With people, but traveling. Because I remember the weekend before I left for London, we went to Bunyoni. And I really wanted to see the gorillas, so my friends surprised me. They're like, "We're going to see gorillas." I was like, "Yeah." But on that trip to Bunyoni, I wrote 4 of the songs that are on this album.
Okay.
Yeah. So traveling and just seeing things, I think is very inspiring. Landscapes, being out in nature, yeah, that kind of stuff I like.
Oh my God!
Being by the water.
I can feel. I don't know what I'm feeling from you, but it's like this. It's like very calm, but very excited at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Okay, I'm excited.
You should be. No, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm excited too. So it allowed me the space, the room to create, to write, to attempt to produce.
Attempt to. Okay.
Yeah, because you know when I was here, there's so many awesome producers and studio engineers. So for me, it was more like a studio session would be like, I hear something. If there's a keyboard, I'll play it. Otherwise, it's more like direction, or let's put this here, let's try this chord, let's do that, and there's somebody physically doing it. In the absence of that person,
it was you.
It was me. So had to figure that out.
Okay.
But I had like really basic studio engineering skills, but now I've honed that skill. Initially how we started out is that I wrote all the songs and then I created demo, like an entire demo album, demo tracks. And then I sent them here to Roy. And then we just kind of like collaborated over the internets.
Okay.
Until like we had the album done.
You have your baby now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first complete album.
Yes.
You have a concert coming up.
I have a concert.
What's it called?
It's called From the Sun.
Why?
Why is the album
From
called?
the Sun? Why?
Because I have to find like a better answer than what I'm going to give in the future. But because I feel like I'm about to ramble. The sun is the source of energy, our source of energy. And I felt like the first couple of songs that I wrote on that trip to Bunyoni were inspired by the warmth I was feeling, partially because of the sun, but then also just because of like the energy of that time. Like it was such a loving space and time and trip.
Okay.
It was so warm. And then also like visually, I remember we were sitting at this place in Bunyonyi by like one of the lakes, and then the sun was setting and it was like glimmering on the water. And I was like, damn, this place is beautiful.
It really is.
It's so beautiful. And it just kind of felt like the genesis of the album, because that's where I started writing the songs, was kind of like from the sun.
Some Superman vibes there somewhere.
Energy,
the sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be on Saturday.
Yeah. So the album itself will be available on Friday.
Okay.
And then on the Saturday we're going to do the show. We'll call it A Concert from the Sun. And it's going to be some songs from the album, and it's going to be a couple of just like other songs that we've had around that didn't make the album, but then also are just like really fun, and are like they just have awesome energy. It's gonna be a journey.
Okay.
The songs are like so funky. There's so much energy in them. They go up, they go down, they go that way, go this way. There's like so much energy in the music. The music is going to be amazing.
All right.
And yeah, and it will just be, I feel like this is one of the things that I've missed doing so much, just like performing, just performing for people. So it will also be, and in my mind, I feel like I've improved as a performer.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Put it out there. Expectations.
Yeah. Although I haven't done too much of it, I feel like mentally I've been improving. So so I think it's gonna be just like a really, really cool show. And I know that people who come will be moved.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, looking forward to it.
Yay.
And thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you. I feel like this has been so nice.
I'm glad. I feel like in many ways it's you coming home.
Yeah.
I don't know if your plans eventually are, depending on how work goes, whether you're going to move back.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's like coming home for you.
It really is. And it's special. Thanks.
All right.
That was so nice.
Yay!